Hi, it's Chris Parker with Century 21 Bradley providing you with the market statistics for May of 2021 compared to May of 2022 for Huntington County. But before we get into the year-to-year comparison, let me tell you real quick about a couple changes that we had last month to this month. You see, we started off May with 22 properties for sale, and this month we had 42 properties for sale, an increase of about 20 properties. Buyers are going to like that. And when we look at the pendings, we went from 53 at the start of last month to 42 at the start of this month. Again, another indication that maybe things are easing up for some buyers in the marketplace when it comes to the inventory. We have a little bit more time, but not much for money. Let's get into the numbers. When we look at 2021, May of last year, we had 29 properties that sold compared to this year, 36 properties. So when we look at the days on market, we went from 9 days on average last year to 19 days this year. But let's not get too caught up in that because there was two properties that really tripped up that average. There was one that sold in 244 days and another in 229 days. Those two properties really tanked our average. If we take those two properties out, we went from 9 days on market average last year to 10 days on market this year. So things are pretty much the same. Two properties really threw off our numbers. Now our median days on market went from 4 days last year to 3 this year. So that means that 50% of our properties are selling in 3 days or less. When we look at our average list price, this is where the money's at, so everybody starts paying attention now. We went from $187,000 last year to $189,000 this year, an increase of $2,000. So things are relatively the same. And our median price went from $150,000 to $175,000. That's an increase of $25,000. So 50% of our properties are up by 25 grand in the market, even though our average price has only had a differential of $2,000. Now, let's take a look at our sold prices. We went from $185,000 last year to $192,000 in May of this year. That's an increase of only $7,000. But again, let's take a look at our median to see where that 50th percentile is. And we went from $159,000 to $175,000, an increase of 16 grand. So it's important to contrast the averages with the medians. That way we really know what's happening in the marketplace. Buyers might have a little bit more time, but they still got to bring the dollars to the table. If you want to know how your home fits into the marketplace, or maybe you're a buyer looking for a winning strategy, call me on my cell phone at 260-760-4589.